Hi guys, it's me Stace. I am back again today with another Cricut Explore video, and today is Monday, so we're doing a Make It Now Monday project. And today we're making these really cute Halloween lollipop holders. Now in Design Space, they are meant to hold a cake pop. I don't eat those, and I thought why not make it a lollipop holder so the kids can take it to a Halloween party at school, Oktoberfest, or just to hand it to their friends. And there are 5 total. So first we have a little skeleton with a little red banner, a Frankenstein with a brown banner, a pumpkin with a little green stem, a bat with a purple banner, and then we have a spider. Now the spider piece does come with this piece here, and it's meant to go on your popsicle stick, like that. But since we're using a lollipop, it's not large enough, so we're actually just going to make a banner like that and cut it out in white and use that for the pumpkin or the spider instead. Alright, let's go to Design Space and we will get started. Alrighty guys, we're at the computer. You want to go to cricut.com/design. You're going to see this screen here. Upper left hand corner it says account. You want to click on that to sign in. And then enter in your email and your password. And then when you see your name in that green box, that verifies you are logged in. You want to stay on this screen and go down to the 3rd row, and you will see right there Halloween cake pop wrappers. Click on that. It's going to bring up the preview window. Bottom right, click on Customize. All right, now we have the spider, the Frankenstein, and the pumpkin. You want to go to your layer panel and go all the way down, and you'll notice 2 groups there with the eyes closed. You need to open up the eye or click on it to open the eye to make the other piece appear. So now we just made our skeleton appear. Do the same for the other one, and that's going to make our bat appear. Okay, so now we have the bat. We have all 5 of our pieces. The first thing I'm going to do is click on my spider, right click on it to ungroup it, and delete the spider web. You can hit delete on your keyboard or the X right there. I'm going to grab the pumpkin and move him over. And I'm going to do the same for my Frankenstein. I'm going to right click on him to ungroup. And then the banner, I want to make that be for the spider. So I'm going to go up top, click on copy, and then paste. And that's going to bring up 2 pieces for my banner. So one will be for the spider, and that one will be for the pumpkin or the Frankenstein. All right, now I'm going to go to my hit go so we can see how many mats we have. Looks like we have 7, and I'm using 8.5 by 11 cardstock, so I do need to cut some of these mats back and sync some colors. So go ahead and click on the X to close that out. We're going to go to our sync window. All right, we see all of our colors here. I'm actually going to go to my layer panel first and make this piece be white. So I'm going to have that selected. In my layer panel, I can find it. It'll be highlighted right there. I'm going to click on that to make that be white. Right now, it looks like our skeleton is an off-white color. So I'm going to go and have him selected so I can find his group and click on the skeleton piece there and make him be white. All right, so I think we're good there. Let me go back to my sync window. Nope, there's 2 squares that are also a cream color, and I'm guessing it's going to be behind the spider here and also behind the bat. So I'm going to move that. Yep, see that piece right there? We need to make that be white. Go to Layer Panel, have that selected, and you see there the Spider Party Favor. Click on that to make that be white as well. I'm going to ungroup my bat. I can see my purple layer, and there's my other tan color. Again, I want to have that selected and find that in my Layer Panel. And that's called the Bat Party Favor. Click on that to make that be white. All right, now we go to our sync window. All right, so we still have 7 mats to fill in. If you go to your Go panel or your Go window, you can see a lot of this is wasting cardstock. You know, just calls for like little scraps of paper. Let's go back and we're going to sync some of these colors. All right, so the black is the first thing I need to sync because I need to make my paper fit on my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So I'm actually going to sync them to be with my pumpkin layer. I'm going to grab this piece here and drag it down to my orange layer and grab that square and drag that down to my orange layer. On my black, all I have is the actual base of the holder. The purple layer, we can probably, you know what, let's take our brown piece, drag that up to the purple layer, and then the red piece here for the skeleton, and drag that up to the purple layer as well. Now we have 5 mats, and I think we're probably good there. Let's go and click on Go and see how we are. All right, so we have our black, we have our green, we have our purple, our orange, and also our white. I'm going to go to my black layer first. I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard and grab that little circle up there and then rotate it. And by holding down Shift, it keeps that piece straight. Bring that down there so it'll fit 8.5 by 11 cardstock. My green layer looks pretty good. They're both going to be green. My purple layer, the bat and the one banner will be purple. This piece down here is going to be our brown for our Frankenstein. And then this piece will be red for the skeleton. Then we have our orange layer. That's going to be orange for the pumpkin. And then these two pieces there are black. I'm going to move them down to the lower right-hand corner. This way we can use scraps of cardstock here. And our white layer, I believe, is good. I'm actually just going to move this over so I can use a scrap there as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and click on Go and cut these out, meet with the table, and put them together. All right, guys, we are back. We have all of our pieces cut out. We're going to go ahead and score on those score marks. And then just crease them with your bone folder. Okay, so there's our pumpkin. Then we have this piece here. Okay, that one's done. Then we have this one. Okay, and then the spider. And then our last one is our Frankenstein. Then all of our scoring is done. And they go together so easy. Love those guys. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here. This is going to go behind our Frankenstein. I'm going to take some glue. I'm just going to use Tombow. Maybe not. Okay, not the Tombow. We're going to use the Zig glue here. I'm going to glue them up really good. And you're going to put this one behind that. This way this one creates the handle and it also adds to his face. And you want to put that right up at the score mark. And just give it a little bit of rub. Okay, so that piece is done. Now we have our spider and our bat. And that's where the white squares come in. I'm going to flip it over. Put some glue on the back part of this. Put our white piece down. You can certainly cut these out with scraps. You don't need to have the Cricut cutter for you. Alright, and then we have our bat. And put a white piece behind that one. Okay. Alright, now we have this piece, our pumpkin, that goes with the black layer. So put your black behind that one. Okay, so the pumpkin's done. And then this one is for our skeleton. And he's going to get glued like that. So only a little bit of glue behind him. And then lay him on there, like that. Okay, all right, all that is done. Now let's go ahead and grab the purple layer for our bat. Again, just take a little bit of glue behind this one. Let's go on the front of the bat, and the white is going to be his teeth or his fangs showing through. How cute, right? Alright, so they are all done, ready for our lollipops. Now, I went out and bought two kinds of lollipops. I bought the blow pop that have the gum in them. And they were kind of big because they have this piece there that adds a little bit of bulk to it. So I'm going to be using the Tootsie Roll Pops. And you can, of course, use like the Dum Dum Pops, you know, what have you. You'll notice each piece, the end part has a slice in it. You're going to take your lollipop, fix that wrapper first. You're going to put it in the hole. Now if you want to, you can always add a little glue dot here to make sure that lollipop stays in place. And then you take this piece and you're going to bring it around your stick. You kind of bend that over. Okay, so that kind of just locks that in like that. So there's our bat. Okay. Then we have the pumpkin. The same thing. I'm going to just kind of push the wrapper down a little bit to give him some more room. You're going to put it in the hole first. Fold it up. Then bring the handle part over. And that kind of locks that in like that. Okay, so there's the pumpkin. Then we have our spider. Same thing. I'm going to fix that handle. Just trying to push it down there a little bit so I have more room. Alright, so I go in there like that. And get it laying around. And then bring this piece over. And that'll lock that piece in. And our Frankenstein. Again, the same thing, just kind of push these down a little bit. You might want to use a Dum Dum. I thought the Dum Dum lollipops are going to be too small. Okay, and there's that one. And then lastly we have this guy, our skeleton. So really cute, right? I think these are going to, that one's got like a dirty something on it. Let me grab another one. I think these are going to be really cute for a little Halloween party. You know, I think we paid $2 for the bag of lollipops, I think, 2 something maybe. And you get 17 lollipops in them. So if you get 2 bags, that'll give you, what, 34, which is plenty enough for a classroom. Alright, so there we have that. Now I want to go ahead and add our little banners on them. So the white one, already scored, just going to kind of fold it in half. Take some glue. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the glue line, or the score line. Grab our spider. And if you have stamps that say boo or trick or treat, you can certainly add those on here, or happy Halloween. I think they'll be kind of fun. And just give it a second with that glue to grab. So isn't that cute with the spider? I think he's really cute. I'm going to fix a lollipop, set him aside. Now we have our pumpkin with the stem. And again, there is a crease line there. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the middle. Then bring that around. And just kind of let it sit there for a second to grab. Our Frankenstein, he gets the brown one. And this guy came undone. I'm actually going to put a little bit of glue on the leaf there. Okay, bring him around again. If you want to use cake pops, you certainly could. Alright, our brown, right, for our little Frankenstein dude. I would recommend a little glue dot on the bottom of the lollipop to make sure these kind of stay in place. And give that a second to hold. That one's done. Our red is for our skeleton guy. And just open that up, put some glue going across. And you can jazz these up. You know, you can use pipe cleaners on these. The kids can use googly eyes. I mean, you can very easily go in Design Space, ungroup each one of these, and then right-click to hide contour. And then you can add googly eyes if you want to. That'd be kind of fun. All right, I think we have them all, right? Yep, we do. We have our Frankenstein, our spider. Oh, no, our bat. Okay, one more. Our bat guy. Put glue across these. I guess the stores would sell cake pops, right? I've never had a cake pop. My glue ain't sticking. You guys get the idea, right? Oh, you can even staple them on there. I'm not a fan of that zig glue. I know people like it. I don't know. It gives me issues. All right, so there we have them. There's our pumpkin. How cute. I mean, that's just darling. I love the pumpkin. And the bat. I think she's super cute. And she is a female bat, by the way. All right, our skeleton guy. Kind of creepy. Our spider. And I think that looks actually cuter without the web, you know. And then we have, lastly, our Frankenstein. But there you have it. Really cute. You get a set of 5 for free in Design Space to make it now projects. Really cute, like I said, for Oktoberfest, the kids' Halloween parties at school. just for their friends. They can give one to each teacher they might have. Just really fun, and lots of ways you can jazz them up by using googly eyes or pipe cleaners or whatever else you want to add on there. But any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.